Welcome to our channel. Today, we're uncovering a shocking reality that few are talking about. The US is deporting people to African nations they've never even set foot in. 3 countries, Rwanda, South Sudan, and Eswatini, have struck controversial deals to take in these deportees, and what's happening to them next will leave you speechless. Are these people being given a second chance? Or are they being thrown into a future filled with fear, uncertainty, and no way home? Stay with us, because what we're about to reveal may change the way you see immigration forever. If you are new here, please hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a story that impacts lives around the world.
In recent months, the U.S. government has begun deporting certain non-citizen individuals, often labeled as criminal offenders, not back to their countries of origin, but to African nations willing to accept third-country deportees. As of early August 2025, 3 African countries, Rwanda, South Sudan, and Eswatini, have entered into agreements with the U.S. under this controversial policy. Rwanda is poised to take up to 250 deportees, while earlier flights sent 8 individuals to South Sudan and 5 to Eswatini. In South Sudan, the U.S. sent 8 men, some from countries such as Cuba, Mexico, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam, after legal hurdles in their repatriation led to prolonged detention at a U.S. military facility in Djibouti. South Sudan's government stated it would ensure the safety and well-being of these individuals, but has shared few further details. Meanwhile, the nation remains plagued by conflict that raises serious concerns about the deportees' eventual fate.
Eswatini, a small kingdom in southern Africa, accepted 5 deportees from diverse nationalities: Vietnam, Jamaica, Yemen, Cuba, Laos. Their treatment has drawn sharp criticism. They were reportedly held in solitary confinement in maximum security facilities for up to a year, without access to legal representation, even after serving U.S. sentences. Human rights groups and opposition figures in Eswatini have condemned the arrangement as tantamount to human trafficking disguised as deportation. In Rwanda, the latest partner in this deportation strategy, the government says it will approve each deportee individually and provide resettlement services including healthcare, workforce training, and temporary accommodation. The move follows a prior but ultimately scrapped agreement with the UK that Rwanda frames the policy as rooted in societal values of reintegration and rehabilitation, though critics point to its human rights record and strategic alignment with Western governments in exchange for economic and geopolitical dividends.
From the perspective of those deported or potentially facing deportation, their future remains highly uncertain. Many are left stranded in limbo, classified as dangerous, yet sent to countries where they have no ties, with no guarantee of legal recourse or long-term support. In other regions, deportees have reported a lack of work permission, unclear legal status, and psychological trauma from abrupt removals. Stories shared by some deportees depict a life of waiting, uncertain if they will be transferred again, detained indefinitely, or repatriated under opaque, voluntary return schemes. As these deportations continue, U.S. lawmakers like Senator Tim Kaine have invoked legislative tools to demand transparency about the human rights conditions in Rwanda, Eswatini, and South Sudan, including how detained individuals are treated, whether legal safeguards exist, and what deals were struck behind closed doors. The policy remains under intense scrutiny from human rights advocates, legal experts, and foreign governments, raising pivotal questions about the U.S.'s role in exporting migration responsibilities, the ethical treatment of deportees, and the erosion of due process in immigration enforcement.
If this story opened your eyes, don't leave without hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, and turning on the notification bell so you never miss another powerful update. And please, share this video with your friends and family. The world needs to hear what's really happening to these deportees and the truth behind these secretive deals.